Hello. Okay, so this is how to constrain one object to another. I've got my character rig here, and I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to pick up the baseball bat. So for starters, the baseball bat is, let's just say it's in a location already. We'll just assume it's floating in space. And with the control here selected, I'm going to say Comet Shapes Locator. So that locator is going to be kind of like a home position for that. I'm going to go ahead and select that outer control and say constrain parent. Alright, now if I move the locator, that kind of moves with it. So I'm going to move the hand into position. And there we go. He's got some automatic controls there. Okay, so now we're going to add a new constraint. So this is now going to control this as well. So once again, grab the outer control, grab this one, which already has one constraint on it, and do constrain parent. So now if I move the hand, the bat's going to move somewhere in between the locator and that hand because it's constrained to both. So what I'll do is, let's just say on frame 10, we're going to take the bat control, we're going to keyframe both these locator weight one and then hero hand. These are the two constraints that have been added, and these are, the W stands for weight. So 0 was the first one that got created, 1 was the second. So at frame 10, the hand will be 0 and the locator will be 1. So the hand has no influence over this. Okay. Now, on frame 11, where the switch will happen, we're going to reverse that. So now we're going to go 0 and then 1. So now on this frame, the hand is in control and the locator has no influence, right? So the switch basically happened over one frame. So anything prior to frame 10, so say the hand, I'm going to set a keyframe for that hand control, and then go to frame 1 and kind of move it over here. Let's also put some open up the hand a little bit. So the hand's going to come up and grip, and then from there, the hand is going to move this way, down, for fun. Okay, so there we go. The hand is basically picking up the bat. Now if he wants to put the bat down, say on frame 30, he moves the bat up here, and he wants to just put it on the shelf. So I can't, if I just take this control and I take the weight down to 0, it's going to bounce back to that position on the locator. So if I want to drop it off, I'm now going to use my Comet to create shapes a new locator. So this is our third position, I guess, or second world space position. And I'm going to once again add a constraint. So constrain parent. By default, we'll just set it to 0. So on this frame, let's go ahead and set a keyframe on all 3 of these. Key selected. And then on frame 32, not sure why that elbow moved. So that was frame 31. Frame 32, we're going to take the keyframe off there and put it on the locator. So now when I move the hand to frame 40, it's now disconnected. Okay, so basically the control that's being constrained, always never put a keyframe on the actual curve itself. You put the keyframes on the constrain weights. These are the actual constraints. Now if you want to find those, you can actually grab the constraint for here's the curve, here's the constraint, and that will show me where those keyframes are. So you have to actually grab that constraint in the outliner for that outer control. Okay, so hopefully that helps solve your issues. Let me know if if anything here was unclear or bears repeating, or just maybe maybe you're doing something a slightly different way than how I've got it set up here. All right.